Thank you for tuning in to the Phillip Scott Show. My name is Danielle DeVita, and I am a relationship and femininity coach, and I am a proud contributor. So thank you very much for tuning in. So as I said, I saw a few videos on the Tonight Show, and this is the shorts that I'm going to go ahead and show you this and provide you my commentary because they're always providing some input, and a lot of them, again, they're not in a position to provide a relationship, advice. They're just not. And sometimes they're just having conversation, but they're not in a position to provide the necessary advice because they're in the same boat as a lot of people who are listening. But let me go ahead and play.
Men on the flip side don't want a woman that's saying, I don't need you. Ooh. I make my own money, so what do I need you for?
But wait, can I ask you a question? What is the problem with I don't need you to function in my life, but I do desire you. I do love you. I do want you, but I do not need you to function.
I gotta say, a lot of times when people say this, because she's saying, oh, I don't need you, but I want you, and I this, and I desire you, and things like that. Before I provide, the fact that I feel like I need my husband, we all know that people can actually do things alone. No one is needed to survive. You need oxygen, you need food, you need water, but you don't actually need people, literally, right? But, and what she's saying is not really true. A lot of women, when they say, I don't need you, they're not saying it like, oh, I desire you, but I don't need you. A lot of times they're saying, I don't need you, I don't need you, you ain't nobody, you ain't this, you ain't that. So this is usually how women are saying it. They're saying, I don't need you, in a way to put a man down, like, you ain't all that I can do on my own, I can do bad all by myself. No, the rolling of the neck kind of, I don't need you kind of thing, right? And that's a lot of times when women are saying that. Now, why do I say we do need people? And I've been married for 13 years. I need my husband. I believe he needs me, right? Relationships is something that is necessary, right? Because if that was the case, then God would have just made Adam and not Eve. But he knew that he needed to help me. He knew that he needed someone. And I talked about this on my channel. What is a rib? We talk about a woman comes from Adam's rib, right? A rib aids in respiration and it provides life. So as women, we provide life to the men that we're with. So, and we're also a source of that. I need my man in my life. God, he blesses me. So, and I'm talking about me personally. I need my husband. No, I don't literally need him to survive, but I need him in my life because he compliments me. So him by my side, he makes me a better person. He pours into me. He's like the gardener to my plant, right? So he plants seeds in me to be more feminine, right? To be more loving, to be the wife and the mother that I was designed to be. He plants that, he waters that. He's like my gardener in that. And not to say that I don't pour into him, because there's reciprocity in our relationship, but I need that. Just like the plant needs water and it needs sun and it needs guidance and it needs that gardener to tend, I need him in that way. He helps me to be a better person, right? Just like, because in the heartbeat, most women be like, oh, I need my mama, I need my daddy. Yes, there's different people that we need to pour into our life. We need our fathers to help pour that identity to our life. We need the mothers to help, pour into us, to help us find our femininity, right? We need that love, and I need that source of love that my husband gives me, that care, that warmth that I need, that support system. I need him just as much as he needs me, because without him, I do feel like a piece of me is missing. Now, I am a whole person by myself. So I always talk about being interdependent. I don't lean on him for me to be whole and complete. I am whole on my own, and he is whole on his own. But together, wow, it's like rice and then salt and pepper. When you mix these seasoning together, it now becomes one, right? You can't pick a piece of the seasoning off of the rice. We now become one, and we are seasoned together. So yes, I do need him in my life, right? And while he is not my oxygen, and while he is not the air that I need to breathe, he is not the water that quenches my thirst. He is my husband. He is the father of my children. He is my life partner. He's the person I sleep with every night. I do more than just desire him. I need him. And a lot of times we like to say we don't need people, but we need relationships. From the time we as women give birth, these children are cultivating a relationship starting with us. And then the people around us in the household. So relationships are necessary. It is needed. Because without it, a lot of people feel abandoned. They have attachment issues. They have all these sorts of issues because their father wasn't in their life, because their mother wasn't in their life, because that man left them, because they felt disconnected, abandoned, neglected. So a lot of times it goes into the whole prize thing. A lot of times when people say, oh, you're a prize and you're a prize. No, you have to understand what treasures this person's life to understand what prize they are. So if you feel that you are a prize, or you feel that this person that you're with is a prize, then it is necessary. It's a prize that you got to have. We talk about the job we gotta have, the shoes we gotta have, but for some reason when it comes to the man, we ain't gotta have him. Oh, we just want him. No, the shoes is what you want. The man, that good man, is what you need. The one who's the father of your children, but he's not in your life, that's the one you should have said you needed. If you feel like you don't need this person, then you shouldn't have children with them. You shouldn't be sleeping with them. You shouldn't be putting a piece of you inside of someone else if you don't need them. Again, so off my rant, but relationships are a necessity. And it should be a desire, more than just a desire, but a need. A need to want to pour into someone else because how they poured into you. Reciprocity, a need to want to be better. Right? Even my children drive me to be better. I need that in my life. It motivates me. Right? So thank you so much for tuning in to the Phillip Scott Show. My name is Danielle DeVita, Mrs. Danielle DeVita. You can go to my channel, Mrs. Danielle DeVita. You can go to my website, mrsdanielledevita.com, to know more about my content. I do have a book that's out for men. Command respect from the woman you want, from a woman's perspective. What you would need to do for a woman to respect you. And I have a book coming out for women. Girl, Go Get Your Husband. And for teenage girls, Boy, Bye. Those will be coming into the summer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.